who is this kid too? Unlimited range, confidence, and just a fluid jumper, man. And I love the high release. Obviously, when you got it going, you're letting it hang, letting people know what's going on. But one thing I did notice is you do always playing with pace, man. Seems like you're always going at your speed. You're shooting at your pace, and I think that's why the end result is consistent a lot of the time. So, what would you credit to staying patient and not letting the defense speed you up, even if you're garnering all that attention?
I'm from Boston, so I grew up a big Celtics fan. So I watched Paul Pierce a lot growing up. That's just like my generation. When they were really bad, and then they became really good when they won a championship. But just I'm not athletic, like I'm not quick, I'm not that. But just like I just saw how he was like, because he's not that athletic, so he would just pick his spots, play like the mental game with them. Just using the other people you have around you on the court to your advantage. You have four other people out there setting you screens, moving out the ball. It's a game within the game, and I think I learned at a pretty young age how to play that pretty well. Because I am only 6'2" and pretty slow, and I still get it done somehow.
Yeah, man. And you said at a young age you started to figure it out. So when did you start playing basketball? And my second part of that question is, when do you start taking it seriously? Like, hey, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to be known for, and perfect this craft.
I mean, as far back as I can remember, I've been playing basketball from probably age 4 in the little YMCA leagues where they got those short baskets and stuff like that. I'd probably say middle school I started taking it serious, where I kind of dropped off other sports like soccer and baseball and stuff like that. I just fell in love with the process of basketball. I fell in love with just getting better, and it is a process. It doesn't happen overnight, and I think that's the biggest thing for. I feel like not even just athletes, but if you want to get better at something, you have to love the process of getting better, because it does take time. I remember riding my bike to school at 6:30 in the morning just to get up shots before school started, or staying late and having janitors kick me out. I was pretty famous for that, trying to find my way into gyms and stuff like that. But basketball's been in my life since I was born, and hopefully it will continue to be in my life for the rest of my life, for sure.
Yeah, I have an edge that I think it will be, man. And I know you talked about getting in school early and that work ethic, and having janitors kick you out. And obviously basketball being a process, you're not going to just continue to keep getting better by not practicing. So as a shooter, I like to ask, when we have these type of interviews, on average, how many shots do you think you get up a day? I know with COVID it's a little bit different of a situation, but let's say you're on your peak of your grind, and what does your day-to-day look like, and how much work and effort do you put into perfecting your shot and making sure your mechanics are good and everything that goes into being a sharp shooter?
I've raised the bar most summers. 'Cause I think early on everyone's like, oh, if you take 100 shots a day, you'll be better than that. And then I raised that instead of taking 100 to making 100, and then from 100 to go to 200. So, for example, like yesterday, I got in the gym. Thankfully, I can go back to Gordon and work out, but got up 500 makes in the morning, came back, ate lunch, went back to a physical therapy gym that I partnered up with, and got my lift in, came home, ate dinner, then went back to the gym and got my group work in with a couple pros. And that's what it's really been like. My wife's a teacher, so she's working full time. I train kids. I started my own little business on the side, so I make my own schedule. So it's been really freeing for me to get in the gym and get after it pretty much whenever I want.
That sounds like a great schedule, man. And let's talk about your business. What's the name of your training business?
It's called Swish Performance Training. I've been training a handful of kids probably for 4 or 5 years now, since I got into college. And then I was thinking of when I was starting to talk about, all right, I'm gonna be a pro. I'm gonna go this professional route. A lot of it's 6-7 month seasons, and it's what am I gonna do in the off season? I was just thinking year-round income, just things to keep me busy and things to continue to provide for my family. Because unless you're a lottery pick, you're not getting rich right away playing professional basketball. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you need to find other avenues, and I think that's the biggest issue a lot with some guys put all their eggs in one basket. So I was big on continuing to build my network in other areas. So right now I'm working with about 20 to 30 kids a week, doing different
Awesome.
clinics and stuff like that. It's been
Wow, it's
super
very
great.
impressive.
Yeah, it's been super great. Since I started this in May, COVID has kind of been out there trying to get us, but the summer helps because we're able to go outside and use parks and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it's been a great experience just networking myself, my business with different people, just putting myself out there in uncomfortable situations and really pushing myself to grow for sure.
Yeah, man. I'm glad that you started it early too. Not only, are you just fresh off of all the recent achievements that you had at Gordon College, and kids are going to want to learn from you. But also, if you do, and when you do go overseas or play basketball here in States, that's something that you can always do and people always want. And also can do contactless by the internet if, you do get so many, you have 30 now. What happens when you have 60 or 90? The
Yeah,
bigger, more you perform, the more guys are going to want to not hang out, train with you, even want to just be around you because you are living success and you're hands on. So that's dope, man. I definitely want to tip my hat off to you for taking that route early. And I'm going to get back to the basketball.
Wanna feel a thrust, wanna feel a touch, wanna feel a drop top breeze, wanna feel success, wanna chase a game, never chase a message, never stop grinding.